I will save lengthy reiteration about the heritage bits of L100 since there are a lot of them already out there. Instead, I will mainly focus on here and now of L100. I believe most parts of L100 are already proven and tested. JBL claims there are improvements, but that is based on already successfully completed material. This is not a bad thing, of course, because L100 could cost much more if JBL had to design them from scratch. Enclosure of L100 is like typical 70s speaker cabinet, and it's not beautiful like Harvest over there. But its build quality is more than pleasing. I see no problem with its walnut veneer, and it's all about functionality. There is no unnecessary bit, and I respect that. The grills, I think, is little too over the top, but I respect that also in terms of succession. It is so obvious, but L100 is just like the stereo of the 1970s. I think it would be perfect to go with Yamaha's AS3000, at least in the visual sense. L100's sound can be defined as easy sounding with well-controlled bass, which I mentioned already in the last video. Surprisingly, there isn't much coloration as you would expect from a speaker of such formation. Matching L100 with valve amplifier was quite successful. The amp over there is called TRV35SE from Triode using EL34. Triode is a Japanese brand, by the way. With valve amplifier, a shortcoming of violin, which I mentioned in the last video, disappears. But then again, you lose some tightness in the bass at the same time. And that is typical trade-off with most EL34 amps. And the important thing is there were no problems of driving. I find some lacking of presence from L100 in the rendition when it comes to classical music. This does not mean, of course, L100 is a bad player. I mean, bad speaker for classical. L100 plays most classical music with near perfection. So what do I mean by lacking of presence? When I played AC/DC in many high-end systems, I could sense Angus Young's guitar was brilliant, and yet there was some awkwardness, as if he was wearing a tuxedo and playing his guitar in the concert hall. Conversely, I find L100's presentation a little too casual at times. L100 may not be the right speaker if your emphasis is on staging depth. There are other speakers excels in that part. Depth is not so great in wide baffle structure. But then again, this may not be a problem if the listening room is large enough to compensate, of course. Unlike depth, L100 sound staging is pretty wide, but its boundary is not so clear-cut like some of the modern design. I think that lacking presence bit I mentioned has something to do with this. There are many JBL experts, and I admit I'm not one of them. What I know is, however, that the original L100 was designed as home speaker, unlike many JBL's acclaimed big blue monitors. While I still want to try out monitors like 4429 with compression drivers, I believe that L100 is a safer bet, simply because L100 is the easiest JBL speakers to live with that I've experienced so far. Thank you for watching. I will look into that Harbath Monitor 30.1 next time. See you soon.